Guys, first day without Rico here. He arrived already in the ship. Good thing that the time is the same. For example, if here is 7, that is gonna be 7 also, because he's only in our continent. He took the ship in Ushuaia. It's like I'm thirsty and I want something sweet, you know. This day was a hard day, hard night, because Rico's flight was 5 a.m., 5:40. I'm looking here, but the camera is here. The Rico's flight was 5:40. I cannot sleep because, of course, I'm worried to him if everything's okay. The immigration stopped him because I think since he's a Filipino but not naturalized Brazilian, of course they know everything about him. Usually I watch the restriction area in the airport and I know that they know everything about him. So maybe this guy going to Argentina for what if he become naturalized Brazilian? Like this is first time he get out with the Brazilian passport from Brazil. So maybe that's why they stop him. But he explained, he showed the letter. But the Argentinian, they are a bit strange because he's a seaman. And I don't know why. Even he has the employment letter, the seaman letter, that he is going to be picked up by agent, that his transfer is all by agent. It's like they are not well informed of the immigration, you know. He said that he had a hard time for them to understand. Mostly don't speak English, and then they have a hard time for them to understand him about what he gonna do there and which hotel he will stay. How one seaman that will be picked up by one agent, that the employment letter is already written there, the agent number, everything, will know which hotel he go. You know, it's like, sorry, nobody wanna stay in Argentina with that in a lot of how can I say, they are in the dead already of their inflation. I don't know how you call this. And then they think what he wanna get out of Brazil to stay inside Argentina. You know, I feel like, hello, what is Argentina comparing to Brazil for him when I stay there inside, you know. I was really upset because they make him, it's like, you need to know the hotel. How can he knows? So guys, this one makes me already crazy. I cannot sleep, you know, I'm already worried. And then to end the story, one more problem happened. He has 2 packs to go Latam, dalawa flight. But when he go to Ushuaia from Argentina, because he go first Chile and after this he go Ushuaia. When he go Ushuaia from Argentina, it's only 1 pack. The time of they maybe they make the ticket, they only add 1 pack luggage, and then they say, don't worry, it's only like one piece to pay, and it's only cheap. It's like $15. It's okay, it's cheap, we can pay. But guys, we try all the cards, all his cards don't, you know, it's like being refused. And then one card that is like they don't put anymore the name of the person in the card. Actually, sometimes it's only a card that is the provisory card. They don't put really the name. You believe they start to tell the aerolíneas, no, from Argentina, no, this card don't have your name, so you cannot pass, we don't accept, like this. And then he has the Apple wallet that he has his Wise, TransferWise. You believe they don't want to accept the one that touch like this with your Apple wallet? Really, it's really hard time what's happening to Rico this going to Argentina. it's like they don't facilitate. I try to talk to the girl is speaking only Spanish. They don't make anything to speak another language because they speak Castellano, no? It's not even Castellano, they say. They don't really speak Spanish. And then I'm trying to talk to the girl. There is another girl who said, no, I cannot speak with no one in the other side of the line. My God, the guy cannot speak. He can speak Spanish because he knows Portuguese, but he cannot really understand what they say. The lady only say, no, I don't, no entiendo, no entiendo. Sabe, it's like they don't make anything to help us. I'm really, guys, I was 4 a.m. in the room, the office, shouting and telling like this because it's already 5:20. His flight is 5:40 in the morning to go Ushuaia. And then I'm like, Amore, give me her. I want to talk to her. Good thing they found one guy who speaks English. And then the lady who take his luggage wants him to pay the $15. He, of course, is willing to pay because we don't have cash. But the thing is, she already make the checking of his luggage, even though he didn't pay yet. So good thing this lady already sent to the airplane. And also that they saw that the problem is the Latam, the problem is that they didn't add in the ticket, that it's not Rico's fault. Even though we wanna pay, we cannot pay. The card was refused. I sent 3 times money in different cards for him. It's like it's really a mess this morning, 4 a.m. I'm a bit upset. I was upset, but after all, I can sleep, I can rest a little bit. He's already inside of the ship. It's very different. I told him to be strong because of course it's not gonna be the same vibe as the regular ships, like the big one. It's like a yacht. It's like a small ship. He's doing now the expedition. They call Quark expedition, no? No, it's not really Quark expedition, but they are making expedition in Antarctica and Ushuaia. The bar is very small. He's like a bar manager there, so even he's the same position, the name there, he's the full responsible for the bar. So he's not only a head bartender that is only supervisor. Actually, he's the one who managed the entire bar. The entire bar is like only few people, but he's the one who make the schedule. He's the one who arranged the timing. He doesn't have his certain schedule because he can do his own. It's many things that is different, but I think it should be a new beginning for us. We cannot look behind. It's like says in the Bible, you don't look for the Egypt anymore. When the people are going ahead to Canaan, where Moses was opening the Red Sea for the Hebrew pass, and then the Hebrew start to feel like, oh my God, we never reach. It's long time. I was complaining. They start to adore images, like they make a gold image of, that is the statue of Baal. And then they are always looking, they never look to the promise of God. They are always looking to behind and to what they left behind. Because Egypt was better, because they miss the food of Egypt. Because in that time, in the Red Sea, they are actually only depending on God. So they eat every day the manna. It's like some food that God allowed them to eat to fulfill. It's not really a bread. Manna is a kind of spiritual food. Is a kind of even I think is in the flour, that this flour become like something that they can cook. They can make it a bread or something. I don't remember what's manna in the regular, the true food of manna. Of course nobody remember, but what I know is this one fulfilled them. And because of this manna, they were already full of it. They don't want anymore to eat it. But this is the provision of God. I always be emotion when these things of being totally dependent of God makes you grow, because it's hard to depend on God when you need to only have faith. Sometimes our faith is shaken. Of course, who believe in trust in God, you always trust. But you know that maybe when you don't have nothing in your hands, but you have only God, that's the places that God puts you for you to learn how to depend on Him. And that what He did to the Hebrew people when they were going to Canaan. So I think this is the history that Rico is passing now. This month we are only depending on God about everything you can imagine, financially, everything, because he went to the another company and he didn't even get his salary. Of course we are not zero, but of course we also was depending on the salaries. I'm only putting to you here this kind of personal details because I'm not shy. My God and my Lord is my provision and Rico's provision. We are not passing hungry. We got even to eat beef yesterday before he leave. We are getting to do things. Saturday I'm going to travel with my father. It have the coincidence that I need to go Curitiba, that is another city, and my father is going by himself, so I can even take a ride with him, and I not pay that much for to stay there. So can you imagine how God do things perfectly when He wants, and when is His own will? So guys, this is my only one thing that I want to share with you. Always have faith, and even it's hard sometimes to have faith because, you know guys, I have some trauma of I lose my dog, I lose my mom, and this one I lose my cousin. This one makes me a bit shaky in the way that I'm afraid what's gonna be things happening in the future or something. But we need to be always thinking positive that God has the best for us. Okay, so thank you for watching one more video. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you want to follow us. Bye bye.